Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It is time for the King of Cannons. It's been a hot minute, but we are back here. This is not a best of 3. Let's get rid of that scoreboard over there. And of course, it's printF in the bottom right side. He is the King of Cannons, a player who plays on his own account, doesn't play on a barcode, cannon rushes every single game, and still is somehow an absolute menace to play against. He's going to be up against Lysira in the top left side of the map. I doubt this is the real Lysira. It's probably a fan on the NA ladder, so it should be at GM level. Normally, printF historically has played somewhere between 5 and 6k MMR. Often back in the day, it was 6k MMR. He's not only less active these days, but I would say also there's been MMR deflation across a lot of the servers. So he's always in the top end of GM. He's going to come in with an early pylon, hatchery first in the face of it. Are you sure, Lysira? You're not going to pull any drones? You're just going to hatchery first? You see it. Okay, so Lysira is like, this is a fake, right? It's definitely not. Either that or you're planning to go for one base Ravager and cancel your hatchery. printF, he's going to be able to go for this. He's already harassed the minerals in there a little bit. Gas goes down right now. Lysira's going to pull a single drone. I mean, you can just build a cannon back there. There's no way you can kill that. Only 1 or 2 drones can get in there. And look, you can even buy time with a probe. Not to mention, you can 2v1 that drone as well. Pulling 3 drones for Lysira, incredibly late pull on those though. And printF just casually pulls away. And remember, he's got a gateway on the front and a gas at home, which means he can start building Stalkers out of this once he gets the Cyber Core as well. Only 1 drone able to attack the cannon. He's not even able to force more buildings. And honestly, printF, he walls the drones in. Oh, that's so worth it. Because they would have been about to run away. But now they're trapped in there with the cannon. The cannon's going to kill both of those drones. And then you can just cancel the gateway and build a Cyber Core and gets the cannon up here as well. This cannon stops you from running out of your base. It also is in range of the hatchery. Now, if he cancels the hatchery, you can cancel one of these cannons if you want to. But hatchery finishes. Second gas is going down, though. So Lysira is going to try and do this with one base Ravager. I don't know, man. I don't know. One base Roach here. I know this replay was titled Mind Games, and I often miss small details that happen. Pretty much every time I'm casting the King of Cannons, printF appears in chat at the end of the game, and it's like, oh, at this time you missed this or something, and I'm like, oh, what? There's always some level of like intuition or read going in that I'm completely unaware of as someone who's not as experienced in these sort of games. Anyway, hatchery does go down. Probe's gonna go into the main. Right now, the only mind game is like basically Lysira thinking it's not a real cannon rush, thinking it was a fake out, and then it turned out to be a real one. But we'll see. Maybe there's more to it. I have no idea how long this replay goes for, so we'll see exactly what happens. Probe's going to pull back from the main base. Stalker's coming out right now. 2 Stalkers at a time. Shield batteries as well. So the problem with this, Stalkers plus shield batteries are exceptionally good at picking away roaches. Not only that, that Overlord could go down if these Stalkers are out fast enough. Getting an Overlord kill would be huge. Every single bit of value matters. And these guys, these are also Overlords. Oh, no, cancel. Oh, that one's definitely dead. Cancel this one. Lysira is going to lose 1 Overlord there. And that Overlord will survive as long as you don't cancel it. But the Overlord, no, you want to cancel it. Get the money back. Okay, cancels at the last second, gets the refund. Roaches and Ravagers are on the high ground. Link speed does come in. The Ravagers, if they go down the ramp, they're just going to be giving away hit points to the Stalkers. The Stalkers will out-micro them and just heal up at the batteries. Behind this, printF is taking a second gas and building more Stalkers. Remember, printF has a rule. He has a philosophy. The man has a code. And that is one base or die trying. printF is basically a living testimonial to how much you can improve if you keep a narrow focus at something. If you don't get distracted by all the different options in a strategy game, and you just do one thing 400 million times until you are the best in the world at it, that's printF. And part of the reason he's so good is he chooses to not expand. So he's so good at these one base follow-ups. He is happy to play one base versus one base. Many times we've seen him mining off of his natural long distance because he refuses to take a Nexus there. Stalker does take a hit from the Bile. Nice micro from Lysira here, kind of forcing printF to focus. Lands another Bile on an Adept. Few Stalker shots there. Now the Adept, why is he going for that? Because he can shade, and that'll give him high ground vision without exposing any of his units. So this is a really smart little adjustment for him as he builds more batteries and cannons in this lovely arc. Notice the way they're arcing out, so if the Ravagers come down, they're going to be getting hit from cannons and batteries on all sides. Like, yeah, you got some Biles. That Ravager also took a lot of damage. And you can see the Adept shade here. It sees what's going on. It sees no lair. As long as there's no lair, he doesn't need to worry about nydus worm. So it's Mass Ravager versus Mass Stalker Cannon Battery. Warp Gate's finally started. printF can play this game all day. Lysira may be building more units and also Zerglings coming in, but the cannons add so much raw damage output, I don't think you can take this down. Pull back, pull back. Good pullbacks. Dude, I've always find myself like just a little bit kind of going for Lysira or the Zerg, the victim as I call them, of printF. I kind of want to see them break out here. There's a Twilight Council on the way behind this. You could go Dark Shrine. Because there's no detection, no lair as well. Dark Shrine would work, and you could use that also to make Archons, which are very good versus Ling Ravager. So, oh, Queens are going to go down the ramp. They're very slow. Even though they do tank a lot of damage, Biles are going to take out the front cannon. Front cannon goes down, but I think a Ravager died there. Yeah, 1 Ravager, 2 Queens for a cannon. I think that's a good trade for printF. printF just needs to make sure he builds more cannons. And I think another cannon near the ramp is really good, because this is the area where you really want to punish your opponent. Oh, he almost got the Overlord! Stalkers ran forward and shot it, but they didn't quite have enough. Blink is on the way. printF loves Blink, because with Blink, you can just micro back and really pick them off. Here we go. Stalkers poking in and out. The Adepts providing that high ground vision. Sees the lair now. He does see the lair. I'm pretty sure printF saw that. Yeah, he does. So printF's going to know he needs to kind of get a move on, or he needs to be ready for a Nydus Worm counterattack. One or the other. Biles on the battery will take it down. I think printF should have got another volley off. Could have killed a Ravager for that. Instead, he just gets a bit of damage. With only 1 Queen, Lysira doesn't have the transfuse. If he kept those 3 Queens alive, they could have been transfusing and healing these weakened Ravagers up. But otherwise, this is going to be very high. No need to insult each other, guys. In the chat, I agree that Ravagers is not perfect. I think if you do it really cleanly, you can beat all but the best cannon rushes with a Ravager response. But I think if you don't like react perfectly and go straight to those Ravagers as efficiently as possible and force a lot of cannons and stuff, then it kind of sucks. Nydus Worm's coming in. I think if you get trapped in your base, especially against a guy like printF, Infestation Pit and Swarm Hosts are actually amazing. Because Swarm Hosts give you free units, it's a way of getting value and efficiency without having a big economy. Remember, printF's never going to expand. So all you need is to beat him in the efficiency, right? Being trapped on one base seems bad against a normal Protoss. Against printF, is it that bad? 1 Ravager just got sniped. Dude, the Blink Micro is so deadly. It's a good pullback for Lysira, trying to bait him in. Stalker's trying to push forward right now. Nydus Worm's almost up. printF's like, okay, if you open that Nydus Worm, like, I'm just going to be pushing into your base and wrecking you. Good pullbacks there from printF. Stalker count's insane. 17 Stalkers with Blink, man. Don't get me wrong, pushing up a ramp always feels bad. Oh, he does get hit by a few projectiles. I think he just lost one or two Stalkers. 1 Stalker went down. Another one got pretty heavily damaged. printF, though, easy actually killing much Roach Ravager. He's killing a lot of Zerglings here. The Zergling count's really been thinned out. The Roach Ravager count's looking reasonably healthy. Good blink back micro. printF not losing any units yet, but he might. The Biles come in. And units lost tab. He's lost a 2nd Stalker, but for what? Multiple Roaches, Ravagers, lots of Zerglings. I think that's okay. Oh, he loses another one. printF making doo-doos. printF making doo-doos. He's making some mistakes right now. And he's walking into the Biles again. You gotta be careful. I like the way Lysira just keeps dropping Biles one at a time. If you just always have Biles active on that ramp, he can't really push into you. You just need to keep throwing them more frequently, and you need to throw them preemptively. Don't throw multiple on the same spot. Just throw one. Like, as long as you throw one every, like, 2 seconds, there's no real window for printF to push up that ramp. And you can at least drag this out. Overlord's coming in, ready for the Nydus Worm. Pylons do have vision, though, and remember, he can warp in at home as well. Lots of Roach Ravager there. He's going to scout in with the Adept Shade. Adept will cancel the Shade. No, it actually finished in the back because he's so busy microing on the front. It's going to start picking off a few drones back there. Got to be careful, mate. No, the Queens will deal with it. Never mind. Nydus Worm in the main base. printF should be aware of this. He's pushing up the ramp right now. Stalkers are trying to fight. Does he recall? He could recall a few Stalkers. He's not noticed. He's not paying attention. Or he's willing to give it up. How many does he recall? Like, he recalls like 8 Stalkers. Oh, he's a bit slow on the recall, though. printF screwed it up. printF screwed it up. The transfuse. Oh, printF! He recalled like 8 Stalkers, and now they're just gonna get killed. This is a disaster. printF just screwed the pooch. I thought he was perfectly prepared. But wait, he's gonna kill the Nydus Worm. He's gonna kill the Nydus Worm, which means the Zerg can't come home. If the Zerg can't come home, the Nydus Worm will be his last building, which means you can win the base race. Because those drones can't leave the base. There's cannons down there. They won't get out. Look at this. The drones try to escape. Stalkers and cannons say, no way, bro. No way, Jose. Those go down. The probes go down. The base is getting damaged. He's going to warp in 1 more Stalker on the front. And printF says, well, you're never going to kill my cannon battery. So at best, you get a draw here. But you know what? How are you going to defend a Nydus Worm? I can just blink on it and kill it. At what minute do minerals get mined out? The first 4 minerals, the low mineral patches, get mined out at 8.5 minutes. The next 4, I'm not sure the exact timing on the next 4. I'd say 12? 4? It should maybe 14 minutes, something like that. So somewhere around there. I don't know the exact timing. I only know on the first ones. 12:30 to 13 minutes says chat. Okay, so check this out. Yeah, this is so funny because even though printF bungled it and he lost what, an extra 8? Extra 10 stalkers went down on top of the 2 that died earlier. Now Lacera's best bet is to hope for a draw. Now, if printF can get vision up the ramp, so what printF's going to do is he's going to run a stalker here and then blink here and then blink the rest of the stalkers up and kill the nydus. So what you need to do as Lacera is you need to hold position on the bottom of the ramp or at least the midpoint so he can't get high ground vision without killing your units. That'll force printF to fight you. And then you can do your thing. So, oh, it's revealed from the low ground because you have no other structures. Never mind. Never mind. I forgot. Remember, once you've been revealed, you can actually shoot the revealed structures as if you had high ground vision. We learnt this in that famous Bow and Arn versus Harstem game that I cast a couple years ago. If you guys haven't seen that, I will link it down below. Check it out. It was an absolutely crazy game. Oh, okay. Nice biles. But yeah, I mean, the transfuses keeping Lacera alive right now. Transfuses and corrosive biles. I think as printF, you could just dive. It just seems like a crazy, but if you're going to do it, you should do it now. Oh man. There's a drone rebuilding. Oh, but he doesn't have enough money to do anything with it. He's just going to build an extractor. Oh, transfuse. Okay, good transfuses, but man, you got to be careful, Lacera. Lacera doesn't have the numbers to fight in the open. Remember, there's no roach speed. If you go down there, the stalkers are going to have a field day. Oh, he's just going for it. He goes for it. But the hatchery starts. Actually, he did have enough minerals for a hatchery. So he gets it. How many stalkers died there? 6 more stalkers just went down. So he's like, wait, what's going on? Where is your last building? So he thinks it's in here. He doesn't realize the hatchery's back there. Dude, Lacera might still win this game. I can't believe Lacera squeezed a drone out with his lava and has built that there. So printF thinks he has to get up this ramp if he wants to win this game. He runs in, gets a Ravager, almost loses a Stalker, but not quite. You can't reliably do that. As long as you throw the preemptive bile, Lacera hasn't been throwing the preemptive bile, another Ravager goes down. Lacera, you need to throw the biles ahead of time. That was beautiful micro. printF just keeps picking these Ravagers off. Thing is, if you've got all your Ravagers far enough forward, you can kill the Stalkers before they get a volley off. You see, that time he lost another unit, but he lost a Stalker that time. Stalker for a Roach is good enough trades for Lacera. If Lacera survives with any Ravagers left alive, they can eventually bile every single structure down. Got transfuses available. You want to use these early. You don't want to bank too much energy on that. I like that the creep's spreading out. Funny thing is, at any point, if you go back to the other side of the map with your Stalkers, you win this game, right? He sees lava, but he doesn't scout for the hatchery! No! He's got a probe, but he's scouting. He's checking. But he's gonna... Oh, he loses another Stalker there! For a Roach, I think Lacera might be able to make him panic. Lacera's gonna get another. Transfuses the Ravages. Gets another Stalker. Gets another Stalker. Gets another one. Lacera's gonna do this. Lacera's actually gonna do this. I'm sorry for going so high pitch. I did not expect this. I really thought printF was gonna win this game. Oh, we thought it was inside his old main base. And because he wasn't revealed, he knew it was a hatchery. He said, well, you're not being revealed, so it must be a hatchery that you've rebuilt. Otherwise, I'd be able to see it. So he's like, well, there's got to be a hatchery. If there's a hatchery, you're probably going to rebuild a drone. If I don't break this, I've got no mining. Like, I need to go. Oh, my gosh. It's such... If that probe checked the full main base, rather than just checking there, what a different result we would have. But Lacera hangs in there, fights back, and printF learns the lesson. No doubt upon finishing the game and rewinding, sees that hatchery and goes, hats off to you, good sir. Hats off to you.